Hi guys, Caitlin here, your marketing and communications coordinator for Bulldog Renovations. And today I'm here at a property in Middletown that we are currently renovating, as you can probably tell. But today I'm specifically here to show you guys a video on how to properly install cabinets. Personally, myself, I don't know either, so I'm going to be learning something with you guys as well. So now I'm going to pass it on to a crew member for them to thoroughly explain how to properly install cabinets.
It's a simple process. The first thing you want to do is when you're measuring for your countertops or your cabinets is you want to measure your space that you're going to be filling. Now what we got is roughly 6 feet 10 inches. So when you're measuring for your countertops to see what you're going to buy, you're going to start with your P-trap and where your drain is, right here in the middle of the cabinet here. So you're going to center up your sink cabinets are 36 inches. And so you're going to take all your measurements off of this base cabinet. This is your first cabinet. Measure it out, you put 18 inches, you want to center it up. So 18 inches, you come out 36 inches, 18 inches on each side and do a mark. Alright, so this is your first cabinet that you're going to set as your 36-inch base cabinet. You're centering it on the drain. So after you've got that marked off on the floor, then you're coming off of that mark and you're going to go to the right or the left first. So then you're going to measure what you got left. You got, in this case, we got 20 3/4 inches. Now cabinets only come in certain sizes. They come in 12s, 15, 18s, 24s, 30, and 36s. So if you got 20 3/4, of course, like we did here, you're going to go with an 18-inch cabinet. Now, and then going to do the same over here. You're going to come off of the base cabinet. You're going to take it to where you're going to be putting the cabinet and do your measurement. Well, in this case, we got the stove right here. So we got a 24-inch base cabinet. That fit perfectly. Now, what you're going to be left here is you're going to be left with the space over here. So what then you got to do is you got to build a little board in here to fill this space, and then you'll caulk it and paint it. And that way you don't leave any gaps in it. Now when you're doing your cabinets up top, some people go a little higher, some people go a little lower. When you put your countertop in, you got a 4-inch backsplash on the countertop, unless you get the flat countertop that don't have the backsplash. We buy the ones that have the 4-inch backsplash. So what I like to do is go 18 inches above that backsplash. And the reason that is because we do a tile, and tiles come in 12 by 12s. So we can do one whole tile and then cut a second tile in half, and then that way we're using a 12-inch tile and then a 6-inch tile. Makes it easier for us, it's quicker, it's less waste that way. So when you're setting your upper cabinets, first of all, you're going to do your measurement, how high you're going to come up. Of course, without the 4-inch backsplash, if you're coming off just your cabinet, it's coming up roughly 22 inches. Then when you make your mark on the wall at 22 inches, that's going to be your height. So this is going to be the first cabinet you're going to set when you're setting your upper cabinets. So you'll have a guy hold this up here, he'll hold the line, then we'll put a level up top. See, we already got one up here. So you want your cabinets to be level. So once you get it level, you got the guy holding it, then you're going to check it to make sure it's square and plumb. You put your level on the side, so your level up top and plumb on the side. So then you're holding it there, and then you get screws in it. You got a guy screwing in the bottom here and up top. And the bigger the cabinet, the more screws you're going to want in these, because they're going to hold a lot of dishes, a lot of canned goods. And so you want to measure out where the studs are. You see right here, we already marked where the studs are in the wall. Particularly in a cabinet like this, a bigger cabinet, you want to hit the stud. So it's going to hold the weight. So we set the middle cabinet, then the same thing. You work off the middle cabinet to the right and to the left. Of course, when you got a 36-inch base cabinet, you want a 36-inch upper cabinet, and you want them to line up just so they're symmetrical. And then, like I said, the same thing on the right. We're going to do an 18-inch cabinet and a 24-inch cabinet. And of course, we always use a 30-inch appliance cabinet, 30-inch stove, 30-inch appliance cabinet. And then we set the hood range, which we haven't gotten to yet. So that's basically installing cabinets for dummies. I did forget one thing though, let me backtrack. When you set the base cabinet in, a lot of these older houses, the floors have settled over years and years. So they're not gonna be level. You see here, we got shims underneath here. So when you first set your base cabinet, I'm backing up, I apologize for that. You set your base cabinet, you wanna make sure it's level. And level both ways. So you want to make sure it's level both ways, and then same thing, you're working to the left and the right, and you may have to raise, as you see we did here, you may have to raise these cabinets on the left and right. So you want to make sure these are level before you set your countertop. So that's installing dummies, or installing cabinets for dummies 101. I hope I was a help to you.